Good morning, Web Spiders. Today is Thursday, November 15th, 2018. And I had a question this morning, so I thought I'd answer it for all of you. Is this going to be a slow day or a fast day? And so you're right. I answered that. It's going to be a fast day because, bless you, we are arriving at school 2 hours later than we normally do, but we go home at the same time. So we shorten the amount of time that you're here, and we still have specials, and we still have reading, and we still have math, and we still have lunch, and we still have recess, and we still have a lot of things to do. So really, you're alert now. You've been awake a little bit. You've had breakfast. Make sure that you've got your thinking cap on because we're going to do a lot of work in a little bit of time today. So the state of Indiana, the Department of Education says if we count this as a school day, we've got to do our schoolwork. So we have to make sure we get our reading and math in. So make sure that you are laser focused, your thinking cap is on, and you are ready to do your best in class today. Okay? I hope so. So do your best in class today. And would your response be? Okay. I love that. Okay. You should have all said okay. We do have a birthday in the web today. So happy birthday to Mr. Giovanni Perez, who's in Mrs. Abel's class. Happy birthday to you. Please come see me for a birthday backpack charm. That is so exciting. I want to give a huge shout out. In case you didn't know, today is the Regional Spell Bowl competition. It takes place at Custer Baker Intermediate School at 5 o'clock this evening. And we have a team coached by our very own Mrs. Kinsey that are going to be competing in that Regional Spell Bowl competition. I am so excited. I always work the Spell Bowl. So I will be there to cheer on our Web Spiders and do your best, okay? So shout out to you guys. Can't wait to see how you do in the Spell Bowl this evening. We do not have any adult birthdays, so I'm going to give a reminder and a shout out that you received, if you're in kindergarten, if you're in second, third, or fourth grade, you received this permission slip to try out for our school play. You have to turn this in by December 13th, so you still have about 3 weeks to get this page turned in, and then there are going to be tryouts. Remember, there are tryouts. That doesn't mean you'll get a part in the play. You're turning this in if you want to try out. This is kind of one of those times in life that you might not make something even if you try for it, okay? And to me, that's a good life lesson. It doesn't mean that you're not a good actor. It just means you weren't right for the part that that we're auditioning for. So to keep that in mind, and if that's something you're interested in, get that permission slip turned in so that you can audition. And the school play is going to be in, I believe the date is in April, but I have to double check. Gratitude. You have an attitude of gratitude. I had you guys might not think this is a big thing. Here's my helpers, and they're all waiting patiently to be on camera. Last night, I have a really hard time sleeping. I don't know if some of you are like that, but I don't sleep through the night. I wake up a lot. And I told you guys I had surgery over fall break on my sinuses. And they say sometimes when your sinuses are all clogged up, that's why you wake up so much, because you can't breathe as well. I slept all night last night. I was so excited. So from the time I went to bed to the time actually I got a call from Dr. Clendenning at 4:45 this morning telling me we had a 2-hour delay. But from that time, I didn't wake up at all. And I cannot remember the last time I slept all night without waking up. So that means I'm breathing better. Isn't that good? I have a lot to be thankful for. Okay. I told you yesterday, show gratitude when someone gives you a compliment. Today, I want you to thank your parents or an adult at Web for something that they do every day. Does your mom wake you up so you don't have to have an alarm clock yourself? Does your teacher always give you a pencil when you need it? Does your dad brush your hair in the morning or remind you to brush your teeth? Does someone drive you to school? Does the bus driver bring you here every day? I want you to thank someone for something they do every single day. Does your mom have dinner on the table for you at night?
Yeah.
Does your mom help you with your homework, or your dad or your grandma or somebody, grandpa? Somebody. I want you to thank an adult today for something they do every day. You're probably going to shock them a little bit because they're going like, what? I do this every day. Yeah. And I am grateful for that. I'm very thankful. Thank you for doing that for me. Think you can do that? Maybe someone takes you to get a haircut after school. Can you thank them? Always look for opportunities to say thank you. It fills their bucket and it fills your bucket. And then you just feel so much better. Okay. I do have a lot of guests in the studio. I'm going to start right here. Tell us your name and tell us what classroom you're from.
And I'm from Mrs. Honeycutt's class. My name is Quinn Thompson, and I'm from Miss Honeycutt's class. I'm Clarissa Allen from Miss Honeycutt. I'm Henry Hobbs from Mrs. Honeycutt's class. I'm Bryson Elston from Miss Honeycutt's class. I'm Isabel Sackerson from Mrs. Honeycutt's class.
Thank you. And at this time, if you would stand and push your chair in, we will have a moment of silence. Mr. Hobbs, would you hold that moment? Okay. Make sure it's your right hand, Gracie. Other hand, right hand on your heart. This way. Okay. Other hand. You're good. Okay, awesome. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I just remembered that I promised some of our teachers that I would bring the clock back. So I'm bringing the clock back. I'm going to try to remember every day to do a clock lesson on the time. Today we're going to work on when the big hand is on one of the numbers. Each number on the clock stands for 5 minutes. So I could count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, because there's 60 minutes in an hour. And I'm going to move the hands on the clock. And we're going to figure out what time it is. Here we go. So my little hand is pointing just past the 2. So that means it's so many minutes after 2 o'clock. It's not 3 yet. So let's see how many minutes after 2 it is. 5, 10. Can you count with me? You can count by 5s, can't you? Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stop. So when the big hand, it's past the hour or it's 2. Bringing that clock back. You guys, if you're in here helping me with announcements, remind me if I forget the clock, because sometimes Mrs. Moran forgets. Okay, so 2:30. Let's try one more. 1, 2. Again, we're just doing it to the 5 minutes right now. What does the clock say? Here we go. This one might be easy peasy. I don't know. So the little hand, the short hand is pointing to the 7, so it's 7 something. And the big hand is pointing to the 1. So we start at the 12 and we go 5.
7:05.
It's 7:05. You got it, didn't you? Or 5 minutes after 7. You could say it either way. So 7:05, 5 minutes after 7. I could even say 5, 10, 15, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 55 minutes before 8. But that would be stretching it. Okay,
Really
so 7:05. Okay, or 5 minutes after 7. Awesome. Let's do our creed. Have a, well, you're going to need to have on Thursday.
Okay.
In a shorter amount of time. Can you do thumbs up if you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you. Here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. I almost forgot a very important announcement. Glad I didn't go off the air. I am going to make an attempt this morning for any of our students who take medicine in our clinic. So if Mrs. Hossman has to help you with your asthma medicine, or she has to give you medicine that a doctor prescribed you for anything, if you take it here at school at lunchtime or whatever, teachers, students have to go to the office with a picture ID. A picture ID. So what I'm doing this morning in between case conferences is I am making picture IDs. I'm taking their lunch card and making them a laminated picture ID that has to go with them when they go to get medicine, okay? They have to have a picture ID, name, picture. If they show up without their, we're going to try to find lanyards, a lanyard without their picture ID, Mrs. Hossman is not allowed, according to hospital regulations, to administer their medicine anymore, okay? So that's a change. And then just a reminder, there has to be a pass with kids. Name, okay, first and last name with them. And if it's just a brief little thing of what's wrong, you can use our laminated pass or you can just write a sticky note, Doesn't matter. And at recess, we're still okay with radioing first and last name to Mrs. Hossman so that she knows they're coming. Okay, because we don't have paper available then. Okay, I think that's it. Make it a great day in the web. Make sure when teachers are asking you a reasonable request, even if they're telling you no, not now, your response is okay. Have a great day in the web. Make sure you are
doing it right.
Have a great day, spiders.